Zulu Alpha Firearms channel people. I'm Gerald Obskachny, and today I think we have an interesting episode. What we're going to be doing is going to the first three-gun nation shoot since the lockdown allowed, the regulations changed and lockdown allowed for sport shooting. Now, I did my first sport shoot at Spartan about 2 weeks ago, the first day they opened up after they were allowed to, and that was great fun. That's usually a two-stage shoot indoors. But of course today we're going to be shooting at the Cecil Payne shooting range. Now the Cecil Payne shooting range is in Roodepoort. It's often incorrectly labeled as the JMPD range because they do have a permanent presence there, but actually Cecil Payne left it in his will to the community. So it's actually not the JMPD range. So I'm going to make a point of calling it the Cecil Payne shooting range. So it's Three-Gun Nation, which I started doing last year, 2019, towards the end of it, partly because I moved to Joburg and I heard about the three-gun shooting at Tac Shack hosts and organizers. Always wanted to do it, and it's a lot of fun. Why it's a lot of fun for me? Well, mainly because you get to shoot three firearms in one sort of club practice, which is really great. So otherwise, how often do you have to make three separate shoots to shoot your shotgun, your rifle, your pistol? So I like the fact that I get to use all three in one go. I like the challenge of the transitioning between weapons in a stage. There's still, even though there's quite a lot of flexibility within the stage, where if you decide you're not going to shoot one or two targets with the rifle, you're going to rather hang on to your pistol and shoot a bit, because you're very good at long shots, you can do that. So there are, of course, certain things that they say you have to shoot with the shotgun, you have to shoot with the rifle. That'll be explained in the actual course of fire by the range officer. But still, as I said, there's quite a bit of flexibility. So, for example, typically you cannot shoot steel with the rifle, except the gongs at a distance, and they'll tell you that. You cannot shoot paper with a shotgun unless, for example, it is slugs on a target, and they'll tell you beforehand you need 4 slugs, and they'll tell you which target you have to shoot the slugs at. So again, besides that, there's quite a lot of flexibility. I like the distances that you get to shoot at. I think you are allowed to use your pistol caliber carbine in place of a rifle. I don't know if that's an official Three-Gun Nation rule, but we do allow that at the club. Now, I'm not an expert in three-gun rules. I'm not even an expert in IPSC rules, to be honest with you. So I'm not going to, don't look at this as a sanctioned Three-Gun Nation official video. It's not. It's just me showing you. So if you ever were curious about how this works, you can just have a better idea. It's not a Tac Shack official video. So please, I'm just doing this for my own fun, for you guys to have a better idea what's going on. It's not a Cecil Payne video, it's just a Gerald Obskachny and Zulu Alpha Firearms channel video. So when we get to the range, I'll show you how the scoring works. It's a bit different. How the targets look, they're also a bit different. And of course, the big safety concerns are the transitioning aspects. And of course, once you've finished on the range, before everybody can score and patch, you have to go back and clear all the weapons out. So we'll go through that, and we'll have probably 1 or 2 shots with me and my GoPro. So you can just, again, see what it's like, and that's it. And again, if you're interested in this type of stuff, you can contact Tac Shack that does the ones in Johannesburg. I'm not sure, that there must be other people. I've seen videos on YouTube of South African Three-Gun Nation stuff that I think are at the coast somewhere, so look it up. And it's really a lot of fun. What you can do, if you don't have your own shotgun, you might only have a rifle and a pistol, or you might have a shotgun and a pistol. If you do shoot in a squad with a buddy who's happy to lend you his firearm, obviously under his direct supervision, within the legal boundaries, you can do that. So I've done that for a friend of mine who didn't have his license yet, so he just used my shotgun. He was in my squad, and they don't mind doing that. Of course, swapping pistols is always a bit more complicated because you have to go to a place where you can then swap it out. Whereas, your long guns, after you've shot, you put it down straight with a safety flag in, and you're good to go. It's much easier to exchange weapons. Also like the flexibility. I mean, you can shoot with a pump shotgun, you can shoot with a semi-auto shotgun, you can shoot with the shotguns with the huge big-ass magazines if you want to. And of course, there are different categories. I can't explain all the categories to you myself, but there are different categories that will allow you to, as with IPSC, shoot different types of groupings, depending on the type of firearms you're using and the type of weapons, calibers you have. So yeah, so really worth it, a lot of fun, and let's watch some more just now. Thank you. Okay, so one of the big differences about three-gun is the targets. They don't look your standard IPSC targets. So what you've also got, though, is you don't have an Alpha Bravo Charlie. You've essentially got the bullseye in the middle, and then another outer ring, and then the edge of the target. So how it works, as I say, you don't have Alpha Bravo Charlie. You've got if you hit once in the, I'm going to call it the bullseye, if you hit once in the bullseye, you don't have to hit the target again. In other words, that counts as 2 shots and you can move on. Now that's difficult if you're an IPSC shooter who always has to hit twice. So you have to unlearn that if you're doing IPSC. Otherwise, if you don't hit it here twice, or once, sorry, then as long as you've hit the target anywhere twice, so if your first shot is there and your second shot can be there, it doesn't matter, that's 2, or your 2 shots are there, doesn't matter. So in other words, once in the middle is good enough, you can move on. Otherwise, twice anywhere on the target. So when you score, you're actually scoring if people miss, not what they score A, B, C, Alpha, Bravo, Charlie, as you would for IPSC. So that's all you have to do. Cool. Okay, so what I'm going to be using today is my Beretta 1301 comp. Got it for about 12.5 at Tactical HQ. Very nice, fast cycling. Haven't done anything to it. Then the other gun I've got is my Smith & Wesson M&P 15. All I've done is I've added a aim point to it. And then what I've got is, just for fun, a red charging handle, just because I felt like spending a little bit of money on my gun without buying anything, a new gun. And then I've got the angled grip, foregrip, and that's it. And that's what I'm using. Then the pistol is my trusty CZ P10C, which you would have seen I've done a review on before. I still have not set in the aim point. So again, we're going to see how that's doing today. And that's it. As you see, I don't even have an out the waistband holster, which I should have. I haven't yet gotten one, because if you recall correctly, when I did the review, I was having difficulty fitting this. So I've got to get a holster made, probably that'll fit the aim point. And there we go. As you'll see, I don't have any fancy sports rigs. I just kind of use my stuff as you get it. I don't have I don't have a particularly sports suited AR-15. It's just a normal AR-15, and that's how I like it. And you don't have to have fancy sports stuff. You just really have stuff that complies with the safety regulations, and you're good to go. All right, let's have some fun. Okay, so this is all 3 guns, but you have this choice of whether you want to use your pistol, if you want to use your pistol on the long distance, or you can use your rifle on all 3, I would imagine, if you really want to. But you do have all 3 guns with you. The clays, the little fluorescent clays, you can only shoot with the shotgun. I suppose you could try with the pistol, but why would you do that?
Are you going to draw?
Yes.
So just don't sweep yourself?
Yeah.
Okay. Shoot, are you ready?
Ready.
Stand by.
Hey, where's my dead dot?
The one on the right.
Holster. Okay, shotgun. Safe. Rifle. It's safe.
Finish, unload, show clear. 37.93.
Okay, so I hit everything, no misses, and it was 37 seconds, which is not great, but you know, it was fun. Yes, hands.
On the dashboard.
Dashboard.
Stand by. Stand up. You finish, unload, show clear. Okay, clear, we can score in faction. It's 38.78.
38.78. Okay, for that one, I got all the hits on target, so no misses. Quite happy with that. Okay, so one of the really nice things I like about this is you do have the house setup where you'd have different rooms going off to the sides. I don't think with today's one we're going to be having any targets on the side rooms. So there's what, about six side rooms. And this particular course of fire, if I look quickly, we're probably going to go through, start off here somewhere. Yeah, so then you'd have, in this particular one, 1 to 6 paper targets. And I'm guessing you transition to possibly shotgun. Let's see what this one says. Start anywhere within a demarcated area. Handgun loaded and holstered. Shotgun loaded, safety engaged in drum. So you'd have your drum, this is where your shotgun would be. On safe, as it in whatever condition is required. And once you've done the pistol, you holster your pistol, pick up the shotgun, put it off safe, and you then engage these various targets. I guess these are going to be clay. Yeah, there's clays over here, so you'd have clays and the little rods, those ones, and then you would engage those. So, a lot of fun. So this is just a 2-gun stage for this particular one. Ready?
Stand by.
There's the red dot.
Chase the angry firefly.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. No.
Now shooting, you finished. Unload checklist.
Okay, so
Let's make sure it's out. Go. Let's make sure it's out. There is another one in. Another 2. That's it. It's clear.
happy.
Wait. Okay, it's clear. We can score on patch and pick up brass. Time is 28.98.
So this particular range is going to be pistol and I believe shotgun. So you'd have, I don't know if you can see it over there, 2 pistols down at the bottom up there. I don't know where you can see that. Those 3 plates would be with the shotgun, and then you'd have your other paper targets, and you'd be transitioning. Okay, so like I said, 1 shot in the bullseye, and that's good. You don't have to hit it again. Otherwise, there has to be at least 2 shots on the overall target area.
Gives you a steady shot. The battery died on it.
Can you the battery? Is it
serviceable? Fuck. Yeah. Yeah, so I'm not going to send it back. I mean,
yeah, it's a Zoyan, right? Yeah, that's sort of thing. I use it on his DSLR. No problem.
I think one type would say left it for, like if you're using it all the time.
Yeah.
That's
Left it flat for too long.
yeah. Okay, shoot, are you ready? Stand by. Yes. Stand by.
Well, everybody, that was 5 stages of 3-gun shooting. A lot of fun. Some people still on the range. I did fine for my own skill level. I really had a lot of fun. I enjoyed it. We're done. It's 11:45. We're done for the day. We started about 8, so 5 stages done quite quickly here at the Tac Shack Shoot 3-gun shoot at the Cecil Payne Range. Definitely contact them. They're on the web, internet, Facebook, etc. to find out more if you want to come try out one of these shoots. Hell of a lot of fun. Hope you enjoyed the videos. We didn't put everything in because we don't want to kind of bore you guys with my mediocre shooting, but at least you can get an idea what it's like and try it out. So I'm Gerard Labuskaghni for Zulu Alpha Firearms Channel. Be safe, be legal, and be responsible.